Hello to all traders and welcome back to another video sponsored by Orbex. Stock watch today because we're looking at a couple of stocks because Microsoft in particular did actually announce it is planning to cut over 10,000 of its workforce by the end of the third quarter. And this marks just under 5% of its total global workforce. And this comes off the back of also Amazon planning to cut over 18,000 jobs at the beginning of the month. So a lot of companies looking towards bleak 2023 after obviously sales did dry up. We had retail sales in America yesterday that did not perform as expected. This comes on the back also of Facebook's parent Meta also recently saying that they're going to cut over 11,000 jobs. So Amazon in particular, it's the largest number in the firm's history as it battles to save costs going into this year. So supply chain disruptions, maybe a lot of companies not really getting out of the pandemic wormhole as well. We'll have to see what happens with the stocks, but Microsoft in particular, as we go through these stocks at the moment, looking on the charts, we're seeing now yearly lows. Apart from this dip that we saw in the latter stages of 2022, we are now at prices that we haven't seen roughly since about 10 months ago. And as you can see here, a historic fall for Microsoft from its peak, really jumping on the bandwagon of the pandemic. And this was only in the back end of 2021. So as you can see, very, very choppy moves in the market. But, you know, for every big swing high, we're having this major swing low as well. So we're picking up the pace a little bit at the moment. But as you can see, very, very subdued in a very, very detrimental bearish channel here. Not really looking to escape from it at the moment. If we see with the assistance of the Ichimoku cloud, we are really deep in engulfment at the moment, and we're seeing the yesterday's bearish candlestick not really getting any praise from a lot of economists as well. So this news a really heavy blow to a lot of its staff members. Obviously 10,000 isn't too many if you think of the whole landscape of Microsoft's employment force, but however, it is still 10,000 jobs to be lost. And as I said, Amazon as well cutting over that, as well as Facebook's parent company Meta. So very, very bleak times at the moment. We're looking on the 4-hour chart as well. Don't want to move away from intraday. And as you can see here, we'll just remove the drawings. As you can see here, heavy bearish tendencies under the lower border of the Ichimoku cloud. This gives us the impetus that we are on another downturn cycle. So these choppy moves at the moment, it seems to be a bit halted roughly about the $240 area, and now we're going to be moving down a little bit lower most probably. Not too much in the way of divergences on the RSI. We're just seeing what the main landscape is for the fundamental headlines coming out of both companies, and just to see where the price action will go. We don't take too much of a look on stocks on the market insights videos, but just obviously when big news does come about, it could affect these big companies and obviously give big opportunities as well. So this is the main reason we want to look at these stock markets as well. Looking on Amazon as well, it's looking a little bit more bleak for Amazon because unlike Microsoft, they did have a bit of a move to the upside recently, but as you can see here, we didn't see these particular prices since 2020, since the beginning of the pandemic, 7th of April there, beginning of April. So as you can see here, meteoric rise for Amazon due to lockdowns, due to pandemics, etc., etc. But now we are seeing it pretty much collapse. We had this strong double top, which was a heavy resistance at roughly about the 190 dollar area, but since then it has failed to pick up. And as you can see here, the warning signs were very, very imminent. We are expecting another leg lower, especially on the daily chart, as this first quarter does get underway of 2023. We've got earnings season coming up as well. Don't forget to look at that, because if you are trading stocks, it is a very good signal for where the next move will be going as well. But if we look on the 4-hour chart, just want to keep it in contention, and we'll just remove the last drawing so it's easy to see. As you can see here, very weighed down. It is trading above the Ichimoku cloud, but because the Ichimoku cloud is very thin, it gives the impetus that it can be easily pierced. So it doesn't really mean that it's a very big move to the upside. If it was trading above a thicker area of cloud like here, then it would give us more of an impetus to the upside. But here it's quite thin, and we are expecting possibly another leg to the downside. So just keep an eye on that as well, because obviously the RSI is overbought as well. So keep an eye on the fundamentals. Obviously, we've got Meta, we've got Amazon, we've got Microsoft. Let's see what other companies are going to start possibly trying to save money this year, cutting jobs as well, and see what happens with the stock prices as well. So that's all from today's Stock Watch. Thank you very much for joining me, and we'll see you again tomorrow for the final video of the trading week. So until then, have a great trading day ahead, and bye for now.